So today I'm going to give you guys 10 reasons why your beats may not be selling. Okay, I know there are a lot of producers out there who sometimes think their beats is not selling. They don't know why. They don't know why, or whatever reason why their beats could not be selling. So if you want to know the reason why your beats may not be selling, stay tuned and then watch this to the end. You may learn something from this. I'll give you 10 reasons, and sometimes too the reason I may give you, your problem may not be included, but it's also good to sit and listen to the advice I'm going to give you, and listen to what I'm going to tell you. I've been in this for a while now, so this is the things I learned. First of all, ask yourself, are you putting quality beats over there? Make sure your beats you put out there, it's quality. Because if the beat sounds muddy and it's not quality, I guarantee you nobody is going to have interest in paying for something that the quality is not good. So number one, ask yourself, is your beats good enough? And you can always compare certain producers, like your favorite. You can go online or YouTube, your favorite producer you see on there, you can listen to their beats, or you can go on BeatStars, you can go to Airbit, you can go to Airbit, and there are different websites you can listen to beats on there. Your favorite producer, just go over there, listen to their beats, and compare their beats to what you have or what you created, and listen to it. You can tell from the sound quality. And sometimes too, it depends on the VST you use. The VST you are using may not be a great VST. The VST you are using, all the sounds you're choosing may be a little muddy, and it needs to be cleaned up a little so it can sound really clean. So be careful about whatever VST or sound you select when you're creating the beats. Number two, beat arrangement. When you are arranging your beats, how do you arrange your beats? Sometimes you'll be surprised. Just a little tweak here and there. Move this sound here and there. Move sound A here and there. Move your flute. Move your piano. Move your ground piano. Move your bass. Mix this. Make that. Mix that. It can make a big difference. It can really make a big difference. You have to know how to arrange your beats. But if you have everything scattered everywhere, it's sometimes when people are listening to it, it doesn't give their attention. As a producer, when you put in a beat out there, you have a very few amount to capture the listener's attention. So the person listening to the beat, you have to make sure that they have you grab the attention. You have like 5 to 8 seconds or 5 to 10 seconds to do that, because you can tell. Just ask yourself how many times you've heard music. Maybe you are in your car or you are home listening to music, and the moment the beat starts, like within 5 to 10 seconds, you can tell you are not interested in this music or in this beat. So you have like 5 seconds to 8 seconds window to capture the attention of the listener. And if your beat doesn't sound really good, or it's not well arranged, it doesn't. Whoever listens to it, if a singer listening to it, or someone who raps listening to it, it doesn't get the attention. So what would they do? They would just move to next. And it's always good to make sure you impress the listener. So always make sure you learn how to arrange. There are so many tutorials on YouTube today whereby you can go on there, watch some videos, tutorial on how to arrange beats, and that also would help you create something good. And then it will help you overall it will help your skills. It will help you have a good skills when it comes to arranging beats and all that. It will help you know where to put this, know when to bring the bass in, know when to take the bass out, know when to bring the lead in, know when to take the lead out. You should know all this. There are so many tutorials on YouTube that will teach. Number three, I'm not all that good when it comes to music theory, but also what I do, I play instrument by ears. So if it sounds good, if the key sounds good, I always make sure I go with what sounds good. What sounds good, that is what I go with, because I don't read music. So what sounds good to my ear, that is what I go with. Always make sure you have your beats in a key that will not be difficult for rappers to rap on. And now if you put your beats in a key that it will be difficult for rappers to get on, they wouldn't like it. So always make sure you put in the notes or in a key that that will make it easy for people to rap on. Like let's assume if you're making dark melodies, there are certain things you should go with. You should always go with the like instead of going with the sharp key, go with the flat keys, because the flat keys, which are the black keys on the piano or the keyboard, they give you a darker or sad sound. So always know what to strive. If you're going for a happy sound, there are so many places you can figure out, you can learn this from. Like when you are going for a happy tune, you have to go with like the sharp keys. That is what you have to go, instead of with the flat keys. You have to go with the sharp keys. So you should know all this. And when you creating, always mime or do something like mime in your head, or you can just mime without words. Don't add words to it. You don't have to know the words. When you create a beat, just mime with it and say, and pretend to be a rapper or a singer, and say if the rapper or the singer should be getting on this, how would it sound for them? Would it be easy for them to ride the wave with the beats, or it will be difficult for them to even get on, to come up with even the first line? So always, while creating the beats, make sure you mime something. It doesn't have to be words, but you can have the flow in your head, and that would help you also create something that some people can easily jump on. The most key people find it easily to jump on is key C. See, almost everybody can get on key C. It's very easy. Number 4. Can an artist get on your music? Which I explained. Can an artist get on your music? Can a rapper or a singer get on your beats? That is number 4. Ask yourself, what you're creating, would it be easy for someone to get on, or it will be very difficult for someone to get on? And how do you know this? Again, that is what you do. You mime as you create the beats. Ask yourself. Don't create it for you, unless you are the artist and you're creating the beats for you. But always ask yourself, how does it feel like maybe someone is creating this for you as a rapper or you as a singer? Someone is creating this for you. How would you write on this beat? When you're writing with the beats, how would it feel? I mean, when you're writing on the wave with the beats, would it be easy for you to to write something to it? Sometimes you just hear something and it inspires you, and then you grab your pen and a paper, or you grab your phone and you just start writing to it. It's just inspire you. You just hear the first 15 seconds, it just inspire you, and then you end up writing something, and then you come up with the dope music. And then the funny thing is, the most popular music, or the most music that people have listened to, or the most hits, they didn't think about it too much. The rappers or the singers, they will tell you they were just having fun. They just grabbed their pen and paper, they just heard the beat and started writing something to it. They did not think too much about it. The longer you think about it, the harder it's become. So sometimes don't overthink things. When you overthink things, you make it so complicated. Number 5, too many instruments. Now, I can say I used to be one of those people who did that. When I started making beats, of course I didn't have anybody to teach me, so I had to teach myself. I'm a self-taught. What I did, I thought the more instruments I have in the beats, the better it makes it. But as times go by, I find out that what I was doing the wrong thing, and I had to do some search to correct myself. I thought when you have so many instruments, it's really good. But I noticed that most of the beats I was making was good for listening to, but when someone wants to get on, it will be hard for them to get on, because they don't have space. They do not have space to get on. Like, everything was cluttered, and I felt like, oh yeah, I did something really good, I did something really dope. But the instruments I had on the beats was way too much. Early on, when I started making beats, yes, this was me. The instruments I had on the beats was way too much. When you listen to Hit Boy, when you listen to some of his beats, he was talking about a certain beat. I forgot what beat it was, but he was saying that when Kanye West listening to the beats, he made the beats, and Kanye West listening to the beats, and Kanye just stripped everything out of the beats, and they just left like two melodies, 2 or 3 melodies. So sometimes it's good. It's good. do not add too much or too many melodies. When you add too many melodies, it doesn't leave a space for the rapper or the singer to get on, and it makes things very complicated, and nobody will be interested in buying such a beat. Number 6,